Okay guys, welcome back to another video. I'm just powering through these today. I think I'm at like video 7. My name is Forrest Monday and I'm 4 days away from a CFI check ride. I cannot wait till I can stop saying that. I feel like I have to at this point. It's a little ritual. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys about power on stalls. This is how I perform this maneuver. This is how I got through it on my check rides. And I'm using this cockpit right here. And we're going to be going back comparing our cheat sheet here to the cockpit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through it step by step, and then I'm going to talk through it as if I'm actually doing it, so you can see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. Okay, so first things first, the reason why we're doing this is because we are simulating a takeoff where we rotate at 55 knots, but we rotate too much and we create a stall on takeoff. That's generally where you're going to encounter a power off situation. I mean, really, I don't know how people do this, but apparently it happens. I know I just killed a Swedish flight instructor a couple years ago, that female. It was a power off stall scenario. Okay, minimum restricted altitude for this, no less than 1,500 feet AGL. I want you guys, before you start this maneuver, to do a couple of things. I want you to do your L flow, so make sure that your trim is level. All right, and then go up, make sure your flaps are at 0 degrees. Make sure that your mixture for this is going to be full rich, because this is a full power maneuver. All right, and I know this is goofy to check your flaps, but you'd be surprised at how many people forget to take 10 degrees of flaps out. Okay, then I want you to do your radio call if you haven't done it already, and make sure you've done your clearing turn. Okay, and do your radio call, and yeah, pick a point on the horizon, call out your altitude. Carb heat, if you have it, pull out your carb heat, okay? Pull power out to 1,500 RPM while holding your altitude and heading, because once you pull out that airspeed, or sorry, those RPMs, you're gonna start losing altitude, so you need to apply back pressure. So I want you to pull back pressure and maintain your altitude, okay? It might be a considerable amount. And now I want you to start looking at your airspeed indicator. And once you get to around 65 to 70 knots, depending on atmospheric conditions, for this case, we'll just say around 70 knots. Once you get to 70 knots, I want you to push carb heat in if you have it, full power, okay, and right rudder, because you're going to need right rudder to compensate for that left turning tendency with full power. And I want you to put 20 degrees, around 17 to 20 degrees nose up. It's really important during this that you maintain wings level coordination, okay? So you're going to be looking at your bank indicator right here. Make sure you're maintaining wings level and your coordination, because a power off stall is a really good start to a spin, okay? Because you have full power, and if you're uncoordinated, you're going to go into a spin. All right, so as we apply that full power, we're applying that back pressure up, and we're going to hear that brake, and make sure we're staying coordinated, make sure our heading is good. And you might be way freaking nose up. It might feel like you're straight up leaning back like this, guys. Okay, but biggest thing here at this point is I'm maintaining rudder coordinations. I'm kind of dancing on it. And then I feel that brake, and then the nose goes forward. Okay, remember, you're already at full power. All right, so you don't really, you're not applying any more power. It's not like a power off stall. And then let the nose go down to kind of catch that airspeed for about 3 seconds, and then climb away at VI. VY. Your standards for this are headings plus or minus 10, bank no more than 20 if in a turning stall, bank no more than plus or minus 10 degrees. Okay, pretty simple, guys. Like, power off stalls, I think they're just a little scary because we know that it's like the recipe for a spin, but I'm gonna walk this through for you guys and we'll make this simple. Okay, so I'll pretend as if I am like giving you instruction, and we'll do everything. Okay, I'm currently established at 5,800 feet. The first thing I'm gonna do is my L flow. So I'm gonna check my trim, make sure I'm in level flight. I'm gonna go over to my flaps, make sure I'm on 0 degrees of flaps, and I know this is gonna be a full power maneuver, so my mixture is going to be full rich. At this point in time, I've already done my clearing turns, okay? I've already done my radio call, so I'm gonna say Skyhawk 956 to Quebec, currently 5 miles to the northeast, maneuvering the area 5,600. And I want to make sure that I'm on the right frequency, because you don't want to be calling this out on the wrong frequency. Been there, done that. All right, altitude is going to be established at 5,800, so we'll just pretend like this is here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my carb heat, pull out my power to 1500 RPM and start applying that back pressure. I'm going to watch my airspeed go from about right here all the way down to traveling at about 70. So I'm applying that back pressure. I'm looking at my attitude indicator, or sorry, my altimeter, making sure I'm maintaining that altitude, and I'm pulling back, back, back. Okay, cool. I just established 70 knots, full power, or sorry, carb heat in if you have it, full power, right rudder. Pitch up about 20 degrees and pitch up, 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 up. It's gonna feel like you're on a freaking roller coaster, and I'm pitching up, and then there's the brake, nose down, slightly below the horizon, pick up that airspeed, right rudder, climb away at VY, and that's it, guys. That's it. One thing that I want you to really, I kind of skipped over a step here. As you're applying that back pressure, I want to talk about where your eyes actually are. You're going to lose the horizon. Okay, this horizon, you know, all these mountains, that point that you picked, like, oh, there's this really obvious, you know, peak right here. That's going to go away the moment you start pitching up. So where do your eyes go? When you're pitching up on that back pressure, I want your eyes to be on this, your bank angle should be on 0, okay? And you're playing that game where you're kind of like maneuvering the ailerons back and forth just a little bit, but your eyes are going to be right here at your bank angle and then at your turn corner, because you want to be sure that you're maintaining coordination. And you're also going to be periodically glancing at your heading indicator to make sure that you're maintaining a heading. And a power off stall with full power is really easy to get off your heading. Okay, but I want to make sure that on your power on stall, this is mostly where your eyes are. Okay, your attitude indicator and your turn coordinator while glancing at your heading indicator. Okay, that should be it for power on stalls, guys. Have a good one.